What's up, cool people? My name's Matt. Welcome back to our Bible study. Alright. Joshua 16. So we've looked at allotments given to Judah and to the tribes that had land west of the Jordan. Or, well, no, because that's part of what's west of the Jordan. I think we got the full explanation of what was east of the Jordan already. We're getting into the stuff that was west of it. Anywho. But yeah. And this is all land that has, at least in part, been conquered by the Israelites. Some of it, as we read in the last chapter, had yet to be conquered, even when it was allotted. But still, it wouldn't make sense. Well, I mean, I guess they could have still divvied up parts of land, even if it hadn't yet been conquered, just under the assumption that, hey, when this is conquered, this will be yours. So anyway. Okay. Joshua 16, here we go. The allotment for the descendants of Joseph extended from the Jordan River near Jericho, east of the springs of Jericho, through the wilderness and into the hill country of Bethel. From Bethel, that is Luz, I don't know, it ran over to Altaroth in the territory of the Archites. Then it descended westward to the territory of the Japhletites, as far as lower Beth Horon, then to Gezer and over to the Mediterranean Sea. This was the homeland allocated to the families of Joseph's sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. So that was a much simpler explanation, even of just the boundaries. Although, I think even just the tribe of Joseph in general, like both Ephraim and Manasseh, like even that combined was smaller and had fewer people than the tribe of Judah, if I remember right. So therefore they would have gotten less land. Oh yeah, footnotes. I almost forgot the footnotes. So is Luz supposed to... no, just this whole phrase, as in the Greek version. Hebrew reads from Bethel to Luz, rather than saying that Bethel is Luz. That's quite a distinction there. But they also might have been, like, really close to each other, even if they were different towns. So, maybe it's not that big of a distinction. I don't know. Again, lacking knowledge of geography. Footnote Mediterranean Sea probably just says, like, the sea, yeah. I'm like, that's probably either going to say just the sea or the Great Sea. That's just what they would have called it, or known it as. Now that I've covered the footnotes, moving on to verse 5. The following territory was given to the clans of the tribe of Ephraim. The boundary of their homeland began at Ataroth Adar in the east. From there it ran to Upper Beth Horon, then on to the Mediterranean Sea. From Mikmethath on the north, the boundary curved eastward toward Tanath Shiloh to the east of Janoah. From Janoah it turned southward to Ataroth and Nerah, touched Jericho, and ended at the Jordan River. From Tapua, the boundary extended westward, following the Cana ravine to the Mediterranean Sea. This is the homeland allocated to the clans of the tribe of Ephraim. In addition, some towns with their surrounding villages in the territory allocated to the half-tribe of Manasseh were set aside for the tribe of Ephraim. They did not They did not drive the Canaanites out of Gezer, however, so the people of Gezer live as slaves among the people of Ephraim to this day. it's maybe almost similar to how when they were conquering the Promised Land in stuff we were reading before in Joshua, like, they mostly rooted out the Hivites, but there was the subsection of them, the Gibeonites, that, like, tricked Joshua and the leaders and fooled them into making a peace treaty. So, could have been a similar story to that, or it was just, like, there was enough fighting to the point where it seemed like it maybe wasn't worth pushing further. I don't know. But especially if those people were living as slaves in Ephraim or among Ephraim, the former option makes a little more sense in my head. So I guess now we get a little more explanation of the boundaries. So, but that's just Ephraim. Are we getting more into Manasseh later? I'm a little confused on that, but I suppose it's not a super big deal. Also, I'm realizing the names of places and the explanations of the boundaries probably would have meant a lot more to the, like, original readers or hearers of this, you know, back when it would have initially been given to the people of Israel, because that was the original intended audience of this. But anyway, so yeah, chapter 16 is pretty short, so that is going to do it, I guess. Alright, so, kind of short chapter there, talking about the land that went to the tribe of Ephraim. Or is that technically a half tribe? Like, because Ephraim and Manasseh were Joseph's sons. So, like, they weren't entire tribes as most of the other tribes would have been, because those tribes were direct sons of Jacob/Israel. Whereas, you know, Joseph was one of the sons of Jacob, but he has, like, sub-clans or sub-tribes named after his sons. But anyway, it definitely talked about Ephraim. It mentioned a little bit of Manasseh, but I don't remember it actually saying that there was any land allotted to Manasseh there. There was a portion, you know, before they crossed the Jordan River that went to part of the tribe of Manasseh, but there's still the other half-ish of the tribe to get some land. And it wasn't real clear on that. But anyway, just getting lost in my own thoughts here and digressing. Anyway, as always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell if you're on YouTube to get updates when I post new videos. If you're seeing this over on Rumble, give me a follow there. Either way, look down in the description to get info on other social media pages and all that good stuff. And leave comments below there with any thoughts you have. So that's it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another video. But until next time, stay cool, people.